UFC. Can you talk a bit about that performance and going up and down the UFC's heavyweight roster? What's next for this guy?
I'm blown away by his performance. Like I said, he gets better every time. Everybody in this room knows how great Frank Mir is at submissions. You know, if you even get near that guard, you get submitted. Let's face it. Brock stayed out of submissions. He did a ton of damage. I mean, Frank's face was busted up the first time they landed on the ground in the fight. This guy is a phenomenal athlete. He gets better every time, and he might be the greatest heavyweight champion in history.
Hey, Dana, to your right. I wanted to ask you about your comment you said earlier about television, and I know Brock is a huge pay-per-view monster, and that was, shown. But what do you think he could do if you put him on free TV and let the public see him for free one time? And is that something that you would, kind of like Muhammad Ali was on ABC so much? Could he be that guy? And could you see yourself doing that?
Yeah, we've done that. I've taken it on the chin a few times with putting big fights on free TV. And I believe you have to do it. I totally believe it.
Specifically him.
Yeah. I would specifically put anybody. Specifically him. You know what I mean? He's a huge superstar too. I mean, there could be anybody that we could do it with. Yeah. I wouldn't. If you're asking me, would I be opposed to it? No, I wouldn't. I'd have to work it out with these guys financially. But yeah, I'd be into doing it.
And then, Dana, given the success that this card had, and it seems like they increased in interest in mixed martial arts, do you think that might lead to television, more free TV? I know you have a number of cards already, but do you think it might lead to on other networks or more on Spike?
I'm sorry, Kevin. Start that. What was being?
I'm saying, given the success that this card had in increasing the interest in mixed martial arts, do you think that might lead to a couple more cards on free TV, whether on other networks or Spike?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Dana, given Brock's performance tonight, the demand for a potential super match with him against obviously Fedor Emelianenko will grow.
Yeah.
The UFC has gotten where it is. They're giving the fans, they're very friendly.
You know what's funny is all the way things have always worked out for us is, this whole Fedor thing has been going on, and on and on and on. And I keep saying this and that about him, and he keeps waiting, and eventually Fedor's going to be here. I want Fedor. I want him to come to the UFC and everything else. The longer it takes, this guy just became the heavyweight champion, and we'll get that. We'll end up getting that deal done, and then we'll do Brock versus Fedor, and it'll be a huge fight.
What's the time frame?
Who knows? He's obviously contractually obligated to fight, and then once that's over, we'll figure it out.
Dan, over here. First, could you talk about, in the pre-fight press conference, you had mentioned that the winner of Bisping versus Henderson, the winner would be a likely opponent in a rematch with, or a fight with Anderson Silva. Is that something you can talk about?
He's got to go do Sports Center. What did you ask me? I'm going to grab a Bud Light.
In the pre-fight press conference, you had talked about Michael Bisping, Dan Henderson winner, was likely to fight Anderson Silva for a middleweight title fight.
Right.
With the impressive performance of Dan Henderson, is that something that we're headed towards?
Could be, yeah. Yeah, I got to get back there and see. We got to figure it out. Dates, times. He's got that fight coming up in. Hey, I'm here. He's got that. He's got that fight. Well, he's fighting in August, and then we'll figure it out. Figure it out from there. We'll see what happens.
And then, could you talk about the heart of Mark Coleman?
Yeah, let me tell you what. Mark Coleman, everybody was, talking about his performance in Shogun. Everybody was saying, slamming Shogun in that performance. Well, he came out. Mark Coleman's a tough guy, man. He comes to fight. He comes to win. And he pulled out a big win over Stephen Bonner tonight. Huge.
Dana, back here in the back.
Hey.
As big as this event was, 100. This is a two-part question, by the way. Was there any contemplation of maybe holding a bigger venue like Thomas and Mack, that can hold, I think, like 18,000 people? Big demand. And then, how close was this company not even making it to UFC 50?
We were, we're partners with Mandalay and MGM. This is where we do our events, and we're not going anywhere. We won't
affect your fighting in terms of what percentage you were at? If you could say something like that to explain how your abilities changed because of the injury.
Changed, like, for example, when I was on the guard, I couldn't attack, and couldn't do much, you know, I couldn't be offensive from my guard, and standing up, I'm a fighter that uses a lot of fakes. It was part of my game plan, you know, fake. But when you fake, you come forward, and then you have to come back. But because of my injury, I could come forward, but I was not able to come back, so I was afraid to get knocked out, you know, so I don't know, it was pretty crazy what was going through my head. I came back in my corner, and some people are gonna see that on TV, they're gonna laugh, because I come back in the corner and I told my trainer, I said, I pulled my abductor, and my trainer, Greg Jackson, he said to me, I don't care, hit him with it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I have to go back and finish that fight. That's the game plan. So I fought on it, but with the adrenaline, it's not so bad, you know. When I